Welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching. We are in San Jose all week. We're meeting with some of the best and brightest companies in California. On our program is Dave Meizlik, the VP of Marketing at Dome9. His company is in the cloud security space. Dave, welcome.
Thank you. Pleasure to be here.
So give me a little bit more in-depth description of just your company beyond cloud security. What do you do?
Sure. Dome9 is a service provider for cloud security. We help organizations secure their cloud servers, their hosted servers within such environments as Amazon's EC2, Rackspace, GoGrid, and other service providers.
So basically you're taking the cloud, which can be potentially unsecure, and you're helping customers secure it.
That's exactly it. You know, traditional security technology, it follows a very perimeter-based approach. But when you take your infrastructure and you push it outside the perimeter into somebody else's, infrastructure, into a cloud, you have to think about a couple different things. How you access and secure that cloud infrastructure. At the same time, because that cloud infrastructure is so elastic, how you manage the security that you're delivering within that infrastructure. And so we're specifically focusing on how we help organizations efficiently deliver security that is as elastic as the infrastructure itself.
So in terms of the kind of security that you're helping with, is it from malicious attacks? Is it encryption? In other words, what are some of the areas that you are helping?
Sure, absolutely. So we're focused on access security to the environments that folks put in the cloud, their cloud server. So for example, most folks, when they spin up an instance in EC2, will leave a port or many for administrative purposes open, like SSH or remote desktop, to be able to connect to and manage those machines. Unfortunately, what that means is that the only security that's in place to prevent a hacker or somebody from accessing that open port on that machine, that SSH port, is a username and password. What we do is we enable organizations to close all administrative ports on their server firewalls by default and open them only when it's needed, for as long as it's needed, and for whom it's needed.
So if I need to do some maintenance on that server or a bank of servers, then I open it up so that remote desktop isn't my only, my only security.
That's exactly it.
Right?
So if you were to try and access or need to access your instance in EC2 or in GoGrid or Rackspace or whatever service provider you have, you would log into your Dome9 console. You would say, okay, get me a secure, what we call secure access lease that would grant you a 1-hour connectivity to that machine. Only for you and only for that 1 hour. And then once that hour...
Only for that IP address?
Only for that IP address, exactly. And then once that time period elapsed, it could be an hour, it could be 6 or a day, we automatically close that port to ensure that all those administrative accesses are secured.
So that makes good sense. So at what point should companies speak with you? Before they start deploying in the cloud? I mean, how do they know at what point you're going to help them?
Well, a lot of folks today have already started to dabble in the cloud a little bit. So, certainly we suggest folks taking a look at us and other technologies to think about how they're going to be securing the cloud before they take that step. But, practically most folks have already kind of dipped their toe in the water and are seeing that there are some hazards that they need to think about. And the security is only one side of it. The management is the other side of it, because quite frankly, in traditional infrastructure, you know how many servers you have, and to spin up an additional server, well, you go out and you procure hardware and you rack it, and you have some time. You don't scale from one server to 1,000 in a heartbeat. In the cloud, however, you can, so you have to think about how you make your security scale in that same regard. And that's what the second area that we're focused on is security, but security management, which really comes into play with the automation of the security rules that we're building.
Now, are your capabilities in the U.S., beyond the U.S., you can work anywhere in the world?
We're international. Actually, we're based out of Israel and Northern California, our 2 office locations.
So what's next for the company?
Well, we've got some big plans. We'll be soon announcing a number of partnerships. Our go-to-market is twofold. We service both direct to end customers, but we also service managed service providers and cloud service providers so that they can deliver, both use internally our technology as they deliver services, but also to resell onto other customers. So we're going to be announcing a number of technology partnerships as well as a number of MSP partnerships in the very near future.
Great. Thanks for being on the program.
A pleasure. Thank you.